Hello and welcome to Simply South. I'm Harish Upadhyaya. Time to look at all the major stories emerging from across South India, and we begin with Karnataka. A piece of breaking news that's coming in just now. In a major policy shift in the state government has now prepared a draft list or a draft legislation to allow auction of defunct liquor licenses in the state. Remember, liquor licenses haven't been auctioned in the state since 1992. It's a sensitive topic. Most governments have avoided issuing new licenses, but the state government, in a bid to raise more money, has now decided to auction liquor licenses. A total of 579 defunct liquor licenses will be auctioned now. This includes CL2 license, that's the retail liquor shops license, CL9 license, which is bar and restaurants, and they will be auctioned on the government's e-platform. This is a major departure from the decades-long freeze on new liquor licenses in the state.
One side, other states and central government wants to discourage the sin goods by increasing the taxes on them. On the other side, state government is encouraging the liquor to be sold so that they get revenue at the cost of people's health. There are more than 3,500 licenses across the state. The new licenses means that it's a clear-cut violation of the norm which was set in 1992, point number one. Point number two, playing with the health of Kannadigas. Definitely this is unwelcoming, or there might be a corruption angle to this, and that is why they are doing. More than state revenue, Congress party always bothers about how much money that minister can make, how much money he can share with the Congress party, how much money he can share with the High Command.
Well, in excess of 500 crores is what the state is looking at. Liquor licenses, especially in Bengaluru, could fetch anywhere around 3 crore each for each of these licenses. That's the preliminary estimate. It could go up because it's an auction. Remember, since Bangarappa's time, way back in the early 90s, the state hasn't seen liquor licenses being auctioned or issued. And now, with the demand increasing, the state wants to auction defunct liquor licenses. The state says that new licenses are not being issued. It's the defunct ones, the ones who've been, which has been returned to the state government or has been cancelled for violating rules. Only those will now be auctioned. Rohini Swami now joins us for more on this. Rohini, this is a controversial move. We are already seeing the BJP saying that they sense that this is an opportunity for the Congress government in Karnataka to indulge in corruption. That's the allegation the BJP is making. They're also saying the state does not really care about the health of the society and individuals in Karnataka.
See, Harish, we have to understand that usually state governments, they depend upon the excise department when it comes to when they are running with revenue deficits. But these kind of moves are quite controversial, and like you said, after the Bangarappa government, we've actually not seen the auctioning of liquor licenses. Now with this, they're looking at generating nearly 500 crores. But we should also understand that there has been a lot of opposition that is coming, especially from the Restaurants Association, the Pub Owners Association, as well as those who are running liquor outlets as well, saying that there has been a hike in pricing, and also for nearly a very long time, licenses have not been issued at all. Now with these defunct licenses that are now being looked at, being out on sale, one needs to understand whether this is what this money is going for. The government is definitely facing a financial crunch. One of the biggest deficits that we're seeing is because of we have to support the guarantee schemes. Nearly 54,000 crores need to be diverted towards the various welfare schemes that the Congress government has put in place. But we should also remember the pressure that comes on the consumer. Nearly 3 times the liquor prices have been hiked, and especially there have been 16 slabs that have been broken down. With nearly 36,000 odd crores, that is the target of budget for revenue collection from the excise department itself, there is a lot of pressure that is being put, especially for the monies to clink into the state budget as well. Also look at the way, like I said, the consumers, right? We have when the beers, the price of beer had been increased, and also later IMFL, that is Indian Made Foreign Liquor. All this cumulative are quite moves that are being looked at, which the pressure finally comes on the consumer itself. if the licenses are being sold, are going to be auctioned, it is then going to be handed over to the consumer, who has to then decide whether whenever they are going to a pub or a place where they're going to be consuming. So end of the day, the government is the one in deficit,
Yes.
but finally it's the consumer that is being affected.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rohini, for joining us with all those details. Now shifting focus from Karnataka